Welcome to the Sibling Rivalry MMA Podcast. It's been a little bit because there's been no fights for one in fucking forever. And I've been out of town a lot with wrestling. Just got off an 11-hour bus ride. Got home at 7 in the morning. So, drinking a little bit of coffee. Get me amped up.
I don't have an excuse.
My UFC mug.
Yeah, and I got my new UFC Daniel Cormier shirt from Christmas.
So, Saturday, not really one of the biggest fights of the year. It is the first fight of the year, but
It's a fight.
it's a fight finally with the biggest star in UFC history, which is insane that I really don't give a fuck about this fight this much. I feel like most people don't.
Yeah, what's crazy is I don't care that much, and Donald Cerrone is one of my favorite fighters, and Conor McGregor is like one of the biggest stars, and I'm still not that excited.
I was way more excited for Cowboy Gaethje.
Yeah, I love Cowboy, so you'd think I'd be real excited, but I don't know, it's weird.
As much as I hate Conor, I always get really excited for his fights
Yeah, I was excited
because
when
it is a spectacle.
I was excited when Khabib fought him because I knew Khabib was going to beat the shit out of him.
Yeah. I mean, I was excited when he fought Floyd, even though I thought it was dumb. I was excited when he fought Eddie just because. I was excited when he fought Aldo, Diaz. Like, all these fights were great, and this one I don't care at all.
But we're going to keep it positive for you guys so you keep listening, so let's talk about it. Fuck, that's a horrible start.
So the rest of the card, we might end up talking about just depending on how this podcast goes, but really we're going to focus on Conor Cowboy because the rest of the card's horrible too. So preview, prediction, it's a good fight. On their feet, Conor should be a lot better, I would think. Cowboy's pretty easy to hit. He doesn't move all that well, but he does kick hard as fuck. So maybe he can throw some body kicks and wear Conor out, and ideally he fucking head kicks Conor's face off and knocks him out. That's what I want.
I think I'd like to see a submission, like an armbar like he had against Mike Perry, and he just rips his whole arm off. I think that would be great.
Imagine seeing Conor get knocked out, though. How great.
That would be, yeah, you're right.
Oh, he's out.
But
in 12 seconds.
But I'm a big fan of tradition.
yeah.
I
Like the
love
usual.
seeing him get
I don't do
submitted
well
all
with
the time.
change.
Yeah, I love seeing him tap
So
out.
Conor will probably get rear naked. Just kidding. But on their feet, Conor should have the advantage. Like I said, Cowboy's only chance of winning the fight on the feet is probably a head kick. I can see Conor winning on the feet a lot of ways. Obviously, that left hand is always there. And Cowboy used to get finished a lot with body shots. And Conor used to have really good fucking kicks to the body. Like, he teep kicked Chad Mendez and fucked him up. Like, I remember he teep kicked Diaz, and they're fighting the fourth round and hurt him pretty bad. I think that's kind of what won Conor that round. Slowed Diaz down a lot. So I could see him using a lot of those. And then ideally for Cowboy, he gets it to the ground. He does have a lot better wrestling than most people give him credit for. He has a good double leg. So if he gets to the ground, I think there's a good chance he finishes Conor. Even though Conor's not bad on the ground, but
Yeah,
Cowboy's great with submissions. So
it seems like everybody pretty much knows what has to happen for both guys. Like I've heard every person talk about the fight say the same thing. It's an exclusive shit here. It's Cowboy Cerrone starts slow, which is horrible for this matchup because Conor McGregor does his best early in the fight.
I would debate that, though.
How could you debate that?
I would debate that Cowboy does not start as slow as people say.
I think no.
He won the first round against Tony.
Yeah. No, but I would also think he's been looking totally different his last few fights.
Yeah.
Except, I mean, obviously Gaethje's the only one that's really upsetting. Like, his fight, he did great against Tony, and he just fucked up. I thought he looked really good against Tony. But other than that, he's been looking great. But traditionally, he is a slow starter, and Conor does great at the beginning. So everybody's kind of saying the same thing, which is I agree, is if it's early, then Conor is going to win, and if it goes later in the fight, then Cowboy should win. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty simple.
I would debate that, too.
I don't know how you...
Because
you're just saying stuff.
No, I'm not. Because even when before he fought Tony and we first started doing our shit, or actually, we didn't do it yet. Well, when he fought Gaethje, and I said this, I think I said it when we had Chris Lytle on, and I was like, I don't think Cowboy, I don't think he's as tough as people give him credit for, and I don't think he's as conditioned as people give him credit for.
But that's not really the point. It's just that he's more conditioned than McGregor.
I don't know. I guess.
I agree with the toughness thing.
I mean, Conor, he didn't really gas against Diaz the second time. Like, he did for, like, a round. And then he got his energy back. He won the 4th round. He did okay in the 5th. And, like, I mean, he won the 3rd round against Habib.
Okay, well, I have a feeling McGregor's conditioning is not going to be great. It's at 170. He's not having to lose weight or anything. And John Kavanaugh says that he's letting McGregor run his training camp because Kavanaugh's like, well, he knows more than the rest of us. So if you thought that McGregor wasn't in good shape before when he had somebody telling him what to do and trying to motivate him, just wait now that he's running shit. You know, and what if he gets tired? He's like, okay, that's a wrap.
Yeah.
That was a
GSP impression.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That was a GSP impression.
My legs are tired. This a fucking rap.
All right, I'm
Kavanaugh,
coming back. Yeah, him running his own fucking conditioning. Yeah, let's see how he looks after that. And that is so. I can't believe he said that. That means you definitely, dude. It might be like. That means you definitely need to be going somewhere else to train, dude. If your coach is like, well, pretty much told you everything. I know you're pretty good. Well, you do it.
Imagine if John Jones, obviously John Jones may know more about fighting everybody. Imagine if he ran his own training camps. He'd be doing fucking coke lines off dumbbells, fucking.
That is what he was doing, and he did fine. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it'll be
at
all
least
right.
he trained a little bit, maybe. Fuck yeah, I guess he didn't.
I mean,
shit, Conor might come in best he's ever looked.
He just goes and spars with Holly Holm all day.
True, they're the only people left in Jacksonville.
Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, he could look pretty bad. I feel like every time I see Conor McGregor's face, he looks more and more like he's just fucked up.
I don't know. I feel like
maybe it's his beard and haircut.
Before he fought Habib, I felt like that. I was like, he is gonna look horrible. Like he's drinking at the press conference, like clearly hammered, like doesn't sound good in his interviews. But I don't know. I kind of have a different feeling this time a little bit.
I don't know. What a piece of shit.
Yeah, fuck him. I hate him.
And then he signed an interview. He's like, yeah, I weigh like 160. Like, what the? No, you don't fucking weigh 160. He looks huge.
Yeah, he's over 170. He's got to be.
Yeah, no, he's lying.
Their scale might be fucked up in Ireland.
Yeah.
They're letting him use his own scale too.
Yeah, no.
Gotta have his bathroom.
He says he's weighing 160. Like, no, I just wanted to fight at 170.
Yeah.
Because I'm just that kind of a guy.
I can't go to 5 pounds.
Yeah. He's like, oh,
it's my camp. I make the rules.
It's like Cowboy's just better at 170, so I'd rather fight him at 170.
Yeah, he was like, he looks so bad at 55. He's like, shut the fuck up, dude. That's not why. I feel bad.
He looks so bad at 155, but if I beat him, I get a 155 title shot.
Yeah, that's bullshit too. If he wins this fight, he's
gonna fight Masvidal if he wins.
Yeah, I'm cool.
That's what's gonna happen. That makes sense.
I like that because Masvidal might kill him.
Yeah, that'd be great.
He literally might murder him.
Yeah, I'd love that.
But back to this fight. Give your prediction, and then we'll go talk about some other things.
Dude, it sucks because
we say all that, and then we have to.
I keep saying that Cowboy is gonna win. I've been saying it for a while. Like, I think Cowboy has more ways to win, and he should be able to win this. But then, just the more I think about it, or not even more I think about it, literally just like yesterday, I was like, God damn it, Conor's gonna win, isn't he? Yeah, I think he might get the early knockout. But I don't know. It honestly just depends, like. Because you don't know with either of these guys which one of them is going to show up. Like, yeah, I think it still can go either way. It's an interesting fight. It's a good fight. Cowboy is good on his feet. It's just sometimes he just does dumb shit and gets fucking hit.
Yeah, I think he gets hit too much. I think Conor's going to finish him in the first round.
But also, it's at 170, which is good for Cowboy. And Conor hadn't been around in a while. But, he always looks good.
Who was the last really good guy Cowboy beat?
It doesn't matter.
I want to know, though.
I don't...
Because I'm trying to think of it right now. He beat Alex Hernandez. He beat Mike Perry. He beat Rick Story.
Matt Brown, Vincent Henderson.
That was... Oh, okay. That's a long time. I'm going to look this up.
Well, I'm just trying to think of the last real good guy he beat, and that might be the answer.
Yeah, we need to look into this because that's, Conor McGregor is a lot better than all those fucking guys.
Yeah, but...
All right, so 2019, I know he didn't beat anybody. Oh, he beat Al. He did beat Al.
Al Iaquinta, yeah.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Alexander Hernandez, yeah, who cares?
He wasn't really
Mike Perry, who
enough
cares?
yet.
He lost to Leon Edwards. He beat Yancy Medeiros, who cares? Lost to Darren Till, lost to Robbie Lawler. A lot of people thought he won that fight.
I thought Robbie Lawler won that fight, though.
So, like, I'm all the way back to 2016 right now. And Al.
Yeah, but he looked great. Hey,
I guess.
we're going to see. If I end up putting money down, I don't know who I'm going to put money down on yet. Because
you kind of have to put it on Cowboy just for the line.
I don't even know what the line is.
I think Conor's a pretty big favorite right now. Like, probably minus, like...
I wouldn't expect it to be that big of a difference, honestly, on the betting line.
I bet he's like a minus 250.
That probably sounds right. I don't know. I could look it up, but you look it up.
Yeah.
You fucking look it up.
It's going to be a lot different by the time that this happens. But we got a fan question. I actually don't even have it up right now.
I've got it. But yeah, what else? We get no.
Fan question.
Well, I know, but I don't have it ready, so I have to fill up the airspace. Damn it. I was watching the UFC countdown today, and it started off where he's just like, their guy's just like, oh, he had no idea that he was going to rise to so much fame and money and power and the things that come with it. And apparently it just makes you act like a fucking psychopath and run around and fucking punch old men and fucking sexually assault everybody.
Throw dollars through windows and make Rose Namajunas cry.
He's like, he didn't know he was going to be so good at fighting. It's not his fault. Poor guy.
and he didn't know he was going to be a multi-millionaire. You can't blame him.
Yeah.
He didn't ask for this.
Yeah, honestly, it made me feel pretty bad for him.
Yeah, poor guy.
Yeah. Yeah, so
we should give him a title shot.
They talked about all the fucked up shit that he did, but they didn't mention any of the real fucked up allegations. They're just like, yeah, he hit an old guy, he threw a dolly through a window. I think that's it.
Yeah, I don't think he did anything else.
Yeah, that's all I heard about. What'd you hear? Yeah, so good job, Countdown, fuckers. All right, here's the question we got. This is from Volcanic Visuals, which he just started following us today, actually, because we reached out on Twitter asking for people to make us a new logo, because our logo is not that good to put on shirts and stuff like that. And we want to have shirts when we go to the next UFC, and I don't know if people want to buy them. I don't know if anybody wants to buy them.
Why not? But whoever makes the logo will get you a shirt.
Yeah. So Volcanic Visuals hit us up and said that they would try to make something for us, so that's cool. A lot of other people did too, so if you're listening and you want to try to get in on that, then let us know. But he said, discuss what's the effect on the division if Cowboy wins, and also discuss the options McGregor has and which you think is the most suitable should the case be he lose. So
what happens to both fighters if Cowboy wins?
Or the other way around. I guess just give all the different scenarios. So if Cowboy wins, I don't know how much it really... I mean, which division are you talking about? Are you talking about 170 or 155?
Cowboy's just going to do whatever he wants anyway.
Yeah,
He'll fight anybody.
That's the thing with Cowboy. Like, if he wins, I think it's more if Cowboy wins, it kind of pushes McGregor down. I mean, it'll definitely put Cowboy up, but...
Not at 170. It doesn't affect him at 170. I think his career is pretty much over there.
Yeah.
He knows he's not great there. He got beat up pretty bad a few times at 170.
What it would be if Cowboy won, he would have another contender fight at 155, and if he beat a highly ranked guy, then he could get a title.
It probably
shot.
puts him a fight away from a title fight at 155.
Yeah,
maybe he could fight Kevin Lee, maybe.
Yeah, that makes sense actually.
Maybe if Tony loses, they do a rematch.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Something like that.
Yeah, I think that's what would happen there.
And if he loses, nothing changes either, really.
Yeah.
He's not going to retire.
Yeah.
He'll just fight.
And if McGregor, so same thing. If McGregor loses, what does that do to McGregor?
I think it ends his career.
It doesn't have to end his career, but he might retire.
I can't imagine him fighting when he's not You can see the effect it's had. His last loss, people very clearly don't care nearly as much about this fight. And if he's not fighting for a belt or fighting a huge name, then it's how much is he going to be motivated to fight if he goes out and gets fucked up by Cowboy?
Well, I don't think it's just that people are losing interest in watching him fight because it's against Cowboy. I think it's I think people don't want to watch him aren't excited as much because everybody doesn't like him anymore. I think not everybody, obviously. There's a lot of big fans still, but I think people are kind of over him and his shit.
Yeah.
It's not that because like I'm always excited to watch Cowboy fight. So I should be really excited about this. It's more that I'm not as excited because McGregor's involved, honestly.
But his stardom comes from the casual fans.
Who?
Connor's.
Yeah.
His stardom has nothing to do with the hardcore fans.
But I used to like Conor too. So
I did too.
it's like almost like Conor is kind of fucking the excitement up for me, and I know some other people too. It's hard to really tell how many. I guess we'll see. But the other thing is, they just counted on that fight to really build this whole card, and the rest of the card sucks. So, well, it'll be interesting to see what the numbers are for this.
Conor
I think
cards
it's going to
used to
be.
be the shit.
I think it's going to be pretty low.
They used to pimp his fucking cards out, dude.
I think there's going to be a lot of people just illegally streaming this fight.
Yeah, like when he fought Habib, they had Tony versus Pettis on there. They had Derek Lewis versus Volkov on there. They had probably a lot more fucking good ass fights. Like UFC 205 when he fought Eddie, there was 2 title fights on that. Like, they used to make his cards so sick, and then this one's like, what the fuck is this?
They're counting too much on him, and they raised the prices for this fight.
Yeah.
Which that was a big mistake.
And
I
it's on
think.
ESPN Plus anyway.
Yeah, I think that was a big mistake. They're gonna regret it, but we'll see. So
if he wins.
So if McGregor wins, I think he'll fight Masvidal.
Yeah. I mean, he can probably do whatever he wants, to be honest.
Yeah, but
unfortunately.
But I think him and Masvidal would probably be the biggest fight.
Yeah.
I honestly do. I think it's bigger than. Well, maybe
It's
not bigger than him and Khabib.
No, it's definitely.
I don't
not.
think. Yeah, I take that back.
That's the biggest fight ever.
But they're not. That's not going to happen after this fight.
No.
Because Khabib won't do it.
And Habib has to beat Tony,
Yeah.
which is a big if.
Now, if Tony beats Khabib, I could see them maybe doing a Conor and Tony. That would make more sense to me.
Should be Tony Habib 2 or Tony Gaethje.
Yeah.
But like Tony Conor, I wouldn't argue that as much as I will Habib Conor.
Yeah. Especially depending on if he wins and how he wins.
Yeah. If
And
he goes out there
and again, if
fucking-
Cowboy loses, it doesn't really.
If he goes out there and just smokes Cowboy and looks amazing, like, all right, maybe he should fight for a belt. But
Yeah.
Gaethje already did that to Cowboy as a thing. He already went out and beat the fuck out of Cowboy.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a couple months ago.
Man, MMA's tough.
Gaethje's the shit, dude. Connor Gaethje would be, oh my god, I'd be so hyped for that.
Conor and Gaethje, yeah, that'd be
Yes.
cool. But then you'd think he should knock Gaethje out too, like the way Gaethje fights sometimes.
Gaethje might knock his ass out though, dude. Gaethje's a bad motherfucker.
Yeah.
Gaethje can knock anybody out. If Justin Gaethje's not like one of your favorite fighters, what's wrong
No, I
with you?
love Gaethje.
That dude's awesome. And
Yeah.
they would talk shit. They would sell the fight. Conor and Cowboy, like, they're gonna have a press conference Wednesday, and we'll do a podcast over it. I don't think they're really gonna talk shit. They respect each other.
I hope that something gets. I don't know. I kind of would like to see him do
I'm
something.
sure Conor will
I don't
have
really
a couple
care,
little
actually.
jokes, but I don't think it's gonna be anything.
I don't know.
Crazy.
I kind of hope they don't because Cowboy does so, like people get in his head and it actually affects him.
I don't think they're gonna talk shit. Conor he had an interview with Ariel. I don't know if the whole interview's out yet, but there was a clip of him like saying how much he respects Conor and all
Yeah.
that. So, or how much he respects Cowboy. I mean,
That doesn't mean that he won't put on his fucking character when he gets to the press conference and act like a fucking idiot. So who knows? But are we done talking about them for now?
yeah,
You have
I mean,
anything
you have
else
to
you
give an
wanna say?
official prediction. I don't think you did.
Yeah, I mean, I think I pretty much did. Like, I mean, the
You were
most.
saying Conor's gonna win.
That's the most likely, probably, is Conor getting an early stoppage. But I hope that's not true, and I think it's still pretty likely that Cowboy can win this fight. He does have a shot at winning this fight. It's like
They're both so like I don't know.
that's what I'm saying. You never
I don't know,
know because
'cause
they're both
Conor-
really fucking good.
People say that about Conor, like we don't know what Conor we're gonna get, but he's only like he's whooped everybody's ass in the UFC.
It's not that he's shown up and given us a reason to be like what Conor's going to show up. It's more that he just has been gone for so long and he's just been fucking up outside of the cage that he might come back and
Yeah.
might not be as
And
good.
the Habib fight, like he visually looked not good, but I mean, like it's Habib. He's the only person that ever went around against him.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Nobody's looked good against Habib, really.
Yeah.
People said Al did, but Al didn't went around against him.
Yeah.
So I think maybe we just hold him to a different standard, but I don't know.
But the rest of the card we can kind of go over quickly. Holly Holm, Raquel Pennington. Okay.
They fought before, and Holly won. I think Holly won a close decision. It might have been a split decision. That's a long time ago. This was before Holly was a champ or anything.
Yeah.
That was before the Reebok deal, I think. Long time ago.
Yeah, I don't care.
I'll take Holly by decision, I guess.
Same, but I mean, you never know with that either. I don't care. Alexei Olenek, I love that fucking guy. I hope he gets another Ezekiel choke. He taught me the Ezekiel choke, not in person.
He taught the world the Ezekiel choke.
Yeah. Paul tried to Ezekiel choke me the other day.
He did not. Yeah, I don't know where the fuck Paul is.
Oh, no, I texted him today. I said, hey, record tonight? And he said, I can't. I work in the mornings now. Because he's saying he has to work tomorrow in the morning. And I said, what time do you have to be in bed? And he said, 8. Which, I mean, we could have fucking recorded before 8.
Paul hasn't been on one of these for a while. I don't know. We always mention him, though. I don't think he watches them either. He definitely doesn't.
Yeah, I'll say fuck Paul. And I choked him out like 3 times.
I do have a Big Shot MMA shirt for Paul. Because we are still the Big Shot champs. But
yeah, I don't care.
We can't put on the gimmick anymore of getting excited about it. It's over. We just keep winning every time. Been champs for like 3 or 4 months.
Yeah. I understand, John Jones. Sometimes you keep winning so much, you get bored.
I don't know, because I haven't
just
started doing cocaine because of it.
No. But, I mean, a few more wins, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alexei Olenek is fighting Maurice Green. Maurice Green's good, but I hope he gets Ezekiel choked. I fucking love Alexei Olenek. I've never been... I think I've probably talked about this on here before, but I never got so excited by a submission before than the first time I saw him do that. And I was like, what the fuck was that? That's that easy?
Dude, his fights
it's so
shit.
easy.
He did blow a big parlay for me once. He fought
when he got beat?
Yes.
By, I didn't know you
I think it was
bet against
Walt,
him.
I think it was Walt Harris, maybe.
I think, yeah.
And
because I think I had him on that one,
the card
too.
went awesome for me. It was like a 7-fight parlay. And he got knocked out and broke his fucking leg in like 5 seconds.
I haven't bet on any fights in a
How
while.
does that happen?
Oh, yeah,
He got knocked unconscious and broke his leg. And
man, that sucks.
Like
Was that his last fight?
It's like he got in a car crash.
Was that his last fight? It'd have to be, probably.
That was a long time ago. He might have fought since then, but I think that was his last fight.
I don't know. I mean, he's 57-13-1.
You can just click his name real fast and see. It doesn't matter.
Claudia, I love her, and Alexa Grasso.
Yeah, I love Claudia Gadelha.
Ooh, who's gonna win that fight? I don't know who's gonna win that fight. That's a good one.
Claudia, I feel like she kind of loses a lot now, but then I look and she hasn't. She loses to really good people, I guess.
Yeah.
And Alexa Grasso, I don't really know enough about her, honestly, to give a good prediction for
That's
this.
a good fight. I don't know who's gonna win that fight.
When I watch Claudia fight Joanna, I don't know how any girl can beat Claudia. She's so good. She's so strong. But
I'll say Claudia. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look more into that one to give an actual prediction.
we didn't do any
I'll give it
research
later.
before this.
I didn't even know who else was on this fight.
Until
on this
just
card.
now.
Yeah, honestly, I know I looked before again, but I'd been busy and forgot about it, and I didn't really give a fuck about this card. I gotta stop saying that. This is our thing. And then Anthony Pettis is fighting Ferreira. You know.
I think Pettis should win that, but if it goes to the ground, Ferreira's a multiple-time jiu-jitsu world champion, I'm pretty sure, so.
Yeah.
But
That's
Pettis is good
another
on the ground.
hard one to pick. Should pick Pettis, but you never know with him either, because he just kind of does some punk shit sometimes too.
I'll go with Pettis.
I used to really be a big fan of Anthony Pettis, and then eventually I just kind of got over it. I don't get that excited to see him fight anymore.
Me neither, because I'm always going to be disappointed.
What? Why? By him?
I just always am. No, just no matter what I want to happen, besides the Diaz fight, I love that fight because I like Diaz.
You mean in his fights you're always disappointed?
Yeah,
I thought you just meant in general in
I'm
life.
he's back, he does good. I'm like, all right, he's fucking back, and then he sucks. Or then he's fighting Wonder Boy, and I'm like, Wonder Boy's going to fuck him up, and he gets knocked out. What the fuck?
Yeah.
And he fought Chiesa, and I was all on the Chiesa train. I was like, Chiesa's going to fucking beat this dude up.
Have you seen the undercard?
Yeah, Roxanne Modafferi versus Macy Barber. That's the best fight on the card.
Okay, but yeah, that's the main thing for the undercard. But Andre Fili and Sadiq Youssef.
That's a really good fight.
Yeah, that's a great fucking fight.
That should be on the main card.
That should be on the main card. Yeah, that's a really good fight. Who do you have there?
Yusuf. I ain't ever gonna pick touchy-feely.
I'll go with Yusuf too.
Sadiq.
And then Drew Dober and how do you say his last name? Nazrat
Click it.
Hasperast.
Yeah.
That's a good fight. That's the mini Kelvin Gastelum.
Yeah, I remember him.
Man, that's a good fight too. And then the last, I know Chaz Kelly. Grant Dawson. I don't remember. But
Yeah.
the undercard, I'm more excited for the undercard damn near than most of the fights on the main card.
More excited, but they're not like bigger names. Not at all. Not
Yeah,
close.
but there's gonna be better fights on that.
Macy Barber and Roxanne might not be a good fight at all. But
Yeah, that's
Macy Barber might end up being really fucking good. She's like 21 or 22. And then Roxanne is just like, how can you not cheer for Roxanne? You know?
Yeah.
But, I mean, this fight, I'll probably be close to excited for this fight when it comes. But there's something that, like, always gets me excited. And that's looking good and being clean shaven.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Speaking of that,
I knew you were trying to do something. I didn't know. I was like, how's it gonna get there?
Support for the Sibling Rivalry MMA Podcast comes from Manscaped, who is the best in men's below-the-belt grooming. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. The precision on these blades are more precise than Conor McGregor's left hand.
It's like a Tony Ferguson elbow.
Shaves it. Zoom,
Just cuts it right
zoom,
fucking
zoom,
down.
zoom, clean.
Yeah.
Clean. So, you can get 20% off and free shipping with the code BIGHEADS at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com. Use code BIGHEADS. Clean up your nuts. And this says make Santa proud this year, but that's old.
Mm-hmm.
But he can be proud this year, too.
Tony
It's
Ferguson.
a new year.
Tony Ferguson's the type of guy to trim his pubes down with sandpaper. But you don't have to be like Tony Ferguson.
No.
You can be like everybody else. And just use that promo code
Big Heads.
Big Heads.
Tony Ferguson's the type of guy to know that you can use the promo code BIGHEADS and get 20% off and free shipping and not use it.
Mm-hmm.
He's the type of guy.
Don't be like Tony Ferguson.
No.
All right, what else we got to talk about?
For that card, that's it. I mean, Rose Namajunas and Just Josh 2 got announced.
That's exciting.
That's a fucking awesome card. That might end up.
I don't
want to
watch that fight with you guys.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the OG fans will know. I won't bring it up again. Yeah, that could set up Rose versus Joanna 3 possibly if Joanna can beat Wiley Zhang.
I'm picking
Zhang.
Zhang.
Wiley, whatever. I am too. But Joanna, I mean, you never know. Joanna's the shit.
What else got announced? I know there's some other fights got announced.
There's a lot of fights that got announced, I'm pretty sure. That I do not remember because I don't remember the last time we recorded a podcast.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to repeat anything. Connor's piece of shit.
War Cowboy.
Gang. In there.
All right. We're going to do another podcast this week after the Conor Cowboy press conference Wednesday. We'll probably just review that and say if we believe anything's changed. And maybe we can get Paul on here. I'm sure Paul has a lot to say about the fight. So, yeah. Shout out to Big Heads Media putting us on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, all that stuff. If you're a graphic designer, let us know. We need a new logo like we said at the beginning of the episode. So hit us up.
Are we going to Columbus? Are you going to go?
Yeah.
Okay. Fleet's not going. I don't think Paul's going.
I'm going.
It might just be you and me.
I'll be at NAI Nationals 1 week in Kansas. Then the next week, I'll be at D1 Nationals, Minnesota. Then next week, I'll be at Columbus for UFC. Ngannou versus Rosenstrike. Thanks for listening. Come back Wednesday or Thursday or whenever, and we'll have another episode. Thank you. Bye.